Here we go, here we go. 50, plant.
That's it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Watch twin.
X3, 218, chop it. Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Jets 0.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Squeeze.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
8-3. Yep.
Let's go. Let's go. 51's the mark.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
On third down, Fitzgerald. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Come off the ball. Switch.
Here's 2nd and 8. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Boy, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Blue draw quarters.
Rush in. Rush in.
The drive will commence with a run by Malachi. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Second and 7 at the 43-yard line.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 60 or.
Here we go, D. All day defense.
Let's go.
They'll run here with Blanche. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Looking to throw. Fitzgerald. And that is incomplete. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on third down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They're going to try and throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 42. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
45.
Man by 7.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Here's Wentz to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops up 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, wahoo! Fire.
Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down.
Hey, turn it up. Man 5-7. Here.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robert Woods, his first touchdown of the new season as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come. They've got his man complete. It's a gain of 35.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off, and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational-type plays.
Especially that one with a defender right there. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Stop your whining.
To throw again, Fitzgerald. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number one. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a third and long here. From the gun, Fitzgerald. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Juju Smith-Schuster. His first touchdown here of the new campaign as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is down to 24. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Let's go. Great. Let's go. Five.
Shotgun now for Wentz. That's into the hands of Reynolds. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. From the 45 on second down, Wentz, that's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And the running lanes...
Here we go. 120!
Six guys. Check six guys.
Hey, 57.
31's the mic. Hey.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Wentz. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 34.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. Might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively.
Hey, box drop.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Byron Murphy, the rookie from Washington. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
There he goes left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. He's got Evans. 20, 10, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Mike Evans, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Jets are at least able to knock the deficit down a bit. Extra point right down the middle, and they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times. But also, they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Check 52. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. I'm bringing it to you.
To throw is Wentz. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Moore, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The extra point splits the uprights, and a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at that.
And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Hey, empty, empty.
From the 41, Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down.
Slam. Hey, Dash. Hey, kill. Hey, Alpha. Here.
From the gun, it's Wentz. They'll find Reynolds over the middle. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one.
I'm with you totally.
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets are able to get a score back. No problem there on the extra point. And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
82. Hey, Haywood.
Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. Tyler Lockett, 30, the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get...
And he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now Balaj, and the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Fitzgerald airing this one out for Evans. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
80 weapon. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is heard. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Balaj. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
A 1st down carry for Barkley won't lead to much as he'll take this forward for maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll go to Barkley again, pushing through the contact. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Sunday.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Hard throw, incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly
You
right.
like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Echo. You get it.
Off play action. Fitzgerald. He's going to air one out. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21.
Now.
21. Crunch time, defense. Hey, check.
Go.
21. Check Mike.
On.
Back to throw. Fitzgerald. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. 25 yards that time.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Balaj. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Fitzgerald. And now here is another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return will stop right around the 25. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Wentz now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know you're thinking it, but I'll just go ahead and say it. To give you an idea of how sharp he's been in this game, just his 2nd incompletion, and we're in the 4th quarter.
He has been locked in, laser-focused all throughout this one, hasn't he?
Certainly has, and he's gotten some help from his receivers as well. They also are locked in.
Yeah, the drops have been at a bare minimum. Now Wentz on 3rd down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Three down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Slam. 31's the mic.
5'9". Hey, we're good.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, Ford Tokyo! Bravo!
Now Wentz again. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Let's find 7. Hey, Delta.
Throwing now is Wentz. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Malachi5112015's. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check three.
On 1st down, Fitzgerald. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Barkley. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
40, 82, 40. Hey, high 7.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. This complete to Lockett. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards, the final tally.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 280!
Watch time. Tight end right,
Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.